back in again.
Breaking ball. And Escobar waves the strike 3.
He had Tommy John surgery a couple of years after he was drafted.
Taillon has allowed a single and a hit batter. That's been it. And now with another strikeout.
Jameson Taillon traded to the Yankees. The Yankees get their man. They get that arm to add the depth to the rotation. Yankee fans, give this video a like if you're excited about this addition. You didn't have to give up a whole lot, right? To get Luis Castro is going to cost you Torres. You get Taillon for a bunch of prospects that are down the board, essentially. This is a nice move. I think you should be excited about this. He's not going to cost a lot of money. We'll get into that in a minute. A nice move here. A little bit on Taillon. He's going to be entering his age 29 season. Last pitched in 2019, and that year was shortened with Tommy John surgery. Had it in August, and it was actually the second time he'd had Tommy John surgery in 3 years. This man has gone through a lot, so you got to think he's motivated. He pitched a full season in 2018. It was good. 3.20 ERA, a 1.17 whip, an 8.4 K rate. And that year he went 14-10. Now let's take a look at his projection for 2021 and what Yankee fans, what you could be expecting from your new right-handed pitcher. 9 wins, 132 innings, 145 Ks, an ERA of 3.84, and a whip of 1.24. Not too bad. I think he's going to probably pitch more innings depending on how the Yankees bring him along. Again, coming off that surgery, not pitching in 2020, he should be good to go. It takes about a year and a half to get back to full strength. He's had that time now. He wouldn't have pitched in 2020 even if there was a full season. So he should be good to go, I think. They'll take it easy on him. I'm sure they've done their due diligence. I'm sure they put him through the ringer. They got all the medicals. They got all that from the Pirates. So I got to think it's good. He should be good. So maybe you can bump up some of this a little bit. Comment below. Let me know. Comment in the chat because we are live right now. If you think that there's going to be more from Jameson Taillon than what we're getting from the baseball forecaster from Ron Chandler and those guys. So those are the projections. Let's take a look at what a potential rotation could look like now because that's starting to come together. You got Garrett Cole at the top. I think Taillon probably slides into the number 2 spot, honestly, based on what he could give you. You got Cole, Taillon. I mean, obviously this is fluid. This could change. But Taillon, Kluber, so you get 2 pitchers in a week. That's nice. You got to love that. Going to help not put a whole lot on Davy Garcia's shoulders as he tries to improve and get better. You have Jordan Montgomery there. He's nice. He's going to be an inning eater. Honestly, you're waiting for Severino to get back. Once you get Severino back, to have the rotation go Cole and Severino, followed by Taillon and Kluber, and then Garcia is your 5, or there'll be many options for that number 5 spot. But that's a nice situation, in my opinion, for the Yankees to be in with this rotation. It looks pretty good. We're going to talk a little bit more about Taillon in just a minute, but let's look at who's going to the Pirates. They didn't have to give up a lot. We did sort of a trade preview video last night and contemplated the idea of, does Clint Frazier, is it a straight up Frazier for Taillon situation? Do you have to give up maybe a couple of prospects? Maybe you stay away from the major league guys and go to the prospects. Well, this is what it turned out to be. They give up their number 15, their number 19, their number 21, and a prospect that's not even ranked with Miguel Escado. So you got Miguel Yajir, Ronzi Contreras, Cannon Smith, and Michael Escado going to the Pirates. This is, it's a lot of prospects, right? It's 4 prospects. Was he worth 4? I don't know. If I was trying to broker this deal, I might have gone and only tried to give up 3 prospects, but they give up 4. That is what it is. None of these guys are top 100 prospects in Major League Baseball. So, if you've been watching the channel for a while, my feelings and beliefs on prospects. If they're not in the top 100, if they're not in the top 25, they are always accessible in a trade. So these are the pieces that go to the Pirates. Ultimately, most of them, I believe, we've got these are all in their early 20s. These are not too far away, guys. Not a bunch of 16-year-olds. It's not like what the Cubs got for Yu Darvish, where they got a bunch of 16-year-olds. These guys are in their early 20s, a few years away. But again, what we're here to talk about really today is Jameson Taillon and the fact that he is headed to the New York Yankees. Again, I like this move. I like this move for the Yankees. I think it's a good play. It's a good decision. They didn't have to give up a lot. He's not going to make a lot of money. It's $2 million in 2021. And then he's got another year of arbitration next year. So they have the control over the player for this year and next. And then he'll be an unrestricted free agent. That's a good situation to be in. They're trying to stay under that luxury tax. This is a move that helps them do that. For his career, 29-24 in Pittsburgh. He comes out of Pittsburgh with a winning record, folks. A 3.67 career ERA. Those 2 Tommy John surgeries, that is a concern. The first in 2017 and the second in August of 2019. Obviously, that's a concern, but he's got to be good now, right? Like, he's got to be. He's got a nice K rate over his career, a nice swinging K rate. Throws a lot of ground balls, so the metrics are all in his favor. Roughly half of the balls put into play are on the ground with Taillon, so you like that. I like this move. I think it's a great deal. Adding the depth to the rotation, taking some off the shoulders of the younger guys like Garcia, and the money only being $2 million. There's a lot. And coming up, if you're not familiar with him, he was a highly regarded prospect. Top 50, top 25, top 10 prospect in Baseball America, Baseball Prospectus. So he's good. He's a good piece to add. Now you're out. I got to think you're out on the other moves, right? That Luis Castillo thing, that's not going to happen. You're not going to get in the Kyle Hendricks sweepstakes. You're probably not going to get Sonny Gray. I got to think this is probably it. Maybe not, but I got to think this could be it for them. The Castillo, that market's too hot. They wanted Gleyber Torres. No, Yankee fans, you got to be glad that it was a no on that one. So ultimately a good move here, I think. Everybody that's checking this out, appreciate you guys coming in, taking time out of the middle of your Sunday to do this. Make sure you hit the like, Yankee fans. Make sure you hit the like if you're excited about what your team is doing. Maybe you don't love the player. Maybe you wanted Luis Castillo. Maybe you were shooting a little higher, but this guy's not going to cost a lot of money. He's got a good pedigree. He's got good stuff. His metrics are in line with what you want. And they didn't have to give up a lot. So you should be happy for what your team is doing and the quality of a player you're getting here without having to give up a whole lot. So it's good. MLB Joey, his career stats are impressive. It's good. It's good. This is a good move. Good move for the Yankees. I think you should feel good. Now, what does this maybe mean throughout the rest of the American League East? This might get the Blue Jays anxious to go and get Kyle Hendricks, improve their rotation, because now they're seeing the Yankees improving that rotation. And that's been sort of on the list of things to do for the Toronto Blue Jays. So they got to get moving. You got to think that's going to be now a point of impact. So we are watching that. Kyle is giving me hand is closing in on a deal with the Jays. We'll watch that. We'll keep an eye on that. The Blue Jays, this has got to make a team like the Jays move. The Red Sox just made a couple moves with some pitching. They bring Garrett Richards in. They brought Perez back. So the Red Sox have been making some moves. Yankees making some moves. We know the Orioles are just going to sit this one out, basically. The Rays, does this motivate the Rays to go and get a deal done? Because they've watched players leave, right? They traded Snell. They let Morton go. They haven't brought anybody in yet, but they've been linked to some former pitchers, right? Odorizzi and Archer. Do they go and make those moves happen? We'll have to see. But you got to think this move is going to motivate some teams to do something. It's going to motivate the Blue Jays to make some moves. It's going to motivate the Rays to make some moves. Boston, we'll see what else they can do. But ultimately, Yankee fans, we are live. Any Yankee fans that are in the chat, tell me how excited you are. How good are you feeling about this move? Are you disappointed that it wasn't Luis Castillo? Because I feel like that was a hot button. That was really, really what you wanted. Yankees 2021 rotation before Sevy comes back. Cole, Kluber, Taillon, Amani. Yeah, it's a good it's a good rotation. We looked at that a minute ago. We've got we've doubled in size in terms of the viewers right now. So we'll put that back up. We were looking at the rotation with Jameson Taillon here. Not bad. Not bad. You don't have to stretch out. You don't have to put too much stress on Davy Garcia. You've got the veteran leadership of Kluber. You got Taillon, who's going to be out here looking to prove himself. You got Garrett Cole, who is your top line superstar, all-world ace. Give him the ball if the planet was being taken over by monsters and baseball was going to save us. You got a great rotation here and a lot to look forward to now. And I think it's going to force some moves around the rest of the American League East anyway. I think the Jays will be watching this. I think the Rays will be watching this, and they want to do something. Brandon Leone, as a Yankees fan, I'm happy. Now what is next? The lefty bat, I think that has to become a priority. It feels like in the last week or so, the priority was the pitching. Let's go get the pitching squared away. Taillon, Kluber, those deals are done now. They were kicking the tires on Castillo, and it didn't happen. So I feel like the next move for the Yankees has to be the pitching. I'm sorry, the left-handed bat. The pitching squared away. Maybe they make a bullpen move. We'll see. But I think the left-handed bat seems to be the number one issue. And, all of a sudden I'm hearing Brett Gardner as the best fit. Yankee fans, how are you feeling about Brett Gardner this afternoon, depending on if you're on the East or West? Yankees 2021 wants a reliever. Yeah, I think a reliever is in play. I don't know if the Yankees are going to get Brad Hand. You guys have enough lefties at this point. I don't think you need any more. So, we'll see. This will be interesting. Interesting to see how this kind of rolls and plays out. And again, what happens next with the, with these moves, what domino effects may fall. But ultimately, I give this, the Yankees kind of get an A here. Is the pitcher an A? Not really, but the pitcher has the potential to be a B+. And the fact that they didn't give up a lot, the fact that he's under control, he's not going to cost him a lot of money, it's great. Cole and Taillon, I believe, were teammates. So, Cole can maybe take this kid under his wings and say, come on, man, let me show you how to do it. So that's a nice piece too. That's another element to this is there's a relationship, you'd think, with Cole and Taillon. We'll see. Taillon been in the Pirate system for a while, and that, back when Cole was there. And Cole got a lot better when he left Pittsburgh. Does Taillon sort of fall into that track as well? So yeah, we're gonna watch that, and we're gonna see sort of we're gonna see how it all plays out moving forward with the Yankees. Let's see. We're just watching the chat here, see what you guys are talking about. This is gonna be an interesting situation, guys. So again, anybody that's new here to the channel, make sure you please subscribe. Come on and join the community that we're building here. I think we've got a nice one going and would love you to be a part of it. And hit the like. Yankee fans, if you're excited about this, hit the like. This is an exciting move for you guys. Here's what we're going to do. This is, like I said, this is going to be a little, screwy, a little messy. And probably against the traditional YouTube procedure here. I'm going to hop off, but I'm going to come back because we're going to switch topics. We're going to turn this into this is going to be two parts. This first part, talking about Taillon to the Yankees, the trade, the breakdown, everything. I'm gonna pull the plug on that in about a minute here, and we're going to switch over. We're going to talk Blue Jays. We are going to talk Blue Jays. We are going to talk about the potential trade that has been talked about now, that has been checked in on with Chris Bryant and Kyle Hendricks. We are going to totally switch gears and to just kind of keep the conversation in one direction. I'm going to hop off. So I'm going to go away. There's 115 of you here now. As many of you that can come back in a minute, I would love it. So, and your questions here, talking about Bauer, talking about everything. I will answer those questions on the other side. Thank you guys for checking this one out. Once we're done and this gets put up, we have a replay. I'll put some videos from some other off-season, projects that I've been working on. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out. And again, if you want to catch this Bryant video, that's next. I'll see you.